So guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to cover the topic of is OnlyFans management or OFM saturated, and is it an industry that you should bother getting into? Now, before we dig into that, just a little intro to myself. My name's Ollie. I have been in the make money online space for a number of years now, running multiple different businesses, including six-figure e-commerce stores, six-figure SMMA, and now a successful OnlyFans marketing agency. And so you can watch this content with confidence that I have either done or am doing what you are trying to do. So you can ultimately feel comfortable consuming this information. Now let's dig into the actual topic of is OnlyFans management saturated? And the short answer is no. But there is always more context to give with these kind of questions. So we're going to dig into that a little bit more. So the current landscape or age of the OnlyFans management market is very, very new. It's very sort of infant and has only started to become spoken about in a more mainstream sense in the last few, I'd say, months really. And so what this actually means is the industry itself hasn't really had a chance to be exposed to the larger market of people within the make money online space. And so in that sense, no, it hasn't been saturated yet. If you compare it to other industries such as the SMMA space, like standard social media marketing agency space, and you look at the volume of people within that industry trying to supply the same service to the same group of potential customers, it's incomparable and is probably quite similar to what the SMMA space was like, a number of years ago, maybe 4-5 years ago. However, it is rapidly growing in notoriety and popularity. Do I personally think it's ever going to be at the saturation level that maybe Facebook ads for e-commerce businesses is and was? No, I don't think it will be. And that's down to a number of reasons, because it's within the sort of adult industry and space. That's instantly going to put people off entering the market, potentially for religious reasons, potentially for moral reasons, not something they're going to be comfortable with. And that instantly eliminates them from ever entering the market and entering that pool of people that are involved within the market. And so for that reason, that's always going to limit the amount of saturation. And another reason that I don't think it will ever reach that level of saturation is because it's not as alluring as other industries. So it's hard work. You have to do all of the work up front before you get paid. And so for people in certain situations where they're desperate to find money and start a business that generates them money instantly, potentially some of these people will be put off, which is a very, very good thing for yourself if you have the perseverance and the patience to push through the first couple of months of working with a creator. You're really going to see the fruits from that, and it's very beneficial if other people aren't able to cope with that. However, it will invariably become more saturated, and it already is becoming more and more saturated, and I am seeing and hearing it being spoke about a lot more than ever before. What this actually means for you as an inspiring agency owner is that you need to move quick to really take the full opportunity of this new forming industry and make sure that you are propelled by the growth as a whole of the industry, and you can really ride the back of that growth. If you're able to form your agency now, start generating amazing social proof, start getting creators great results, and start building those foundations now whilst it's still easier to do so and there's less competition, then in the times of higher saturation where there's way more agencies in the space, you will be able to position yourself as one of the top performing agencies in the space, and that will separate you from the masses and actually allows you to avoid saturation altogether. And I've seen this firsthand in other industries, such as the e-commerce industry. I was able to build very good case studies and get very good client results and build very good relationships within that space. And so when saturation was at an all-time high, it did not affect me anywhere near as much as it could have. However, if you're at the point where you have procrastinated and you haven't started building your agency and getting client results and building that social proof, the position that you'll find yourself in is bundled in with the masses. And that's where you will be fighting and competing over price. And it is a very unpleasant, difficult place to be and a difficult place to break out of. So my advice to you, if you're an aspiring OnlyFans management agency owner, my advice to you would be to stop procrastinating right now and stop wondering, is it too saturated or is it not? And start taking immediate action, and don't let these thoughts of potential saturation and potential issues stop you from taking immediate progressive action. Now, let me tell you, if you were able to start taking action today and building those things that I've just mentioned, then in 3 to 4 to 5 months' time, I have no doubt that you will have a successful OnlyFans management agency, potentially producing you multiple 6 figures. But it is only if you are able to cut out the bullshit and cut out the questions in your mind of things like saturation, competition, and completely ignore them and go all in with it. And if you do this, message me in 3 to 4 months and tell me, oh yeah, you were right. So this was only a super short video, just running through my personal opinion on saturation, why isn't it a problem for you as an aspiring agency. It's just my thoughts. If you have any questions about the general OnlyFans management process or anything of that nature, feel free to follow me on Instagram and send me a DM, and I'm more than happy to push you in the right direction. And check out, some of the other videos that I have on this channel, and let me know what you think. Cheers.